Oh, the power came back on about 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. And yeah. It's about time to get Munchkin, and yeah, pretty much all I really have to say, I guess. Well, I guess our neighbors are crazy. Across the street, going through a windstorm like that, they had their kids outside running around. Like, you can't do that. There's debris that goes through, and like, there's this one gust of wind that almost knocked me over. I'm 5'2", also 300 pounds. Like, you can't have your toddlers out there. And at one point, I think one of the kids got hurt because they were crying. Like, it's not safe. Like, I showed Chris before it got bad. And then it started getting bad while we were out there, so I sent him inside. And he went inside. Fast. You know? Because he saw it almost knock me over. He felt it. I kept him standing. I told him to go inside, and he went inside. You know? You didn't expect that. And neighbors across the street have their kids out playing in that. And I'm just like, why? Why would you do that? Same neighbors who did the fireworks on the roof. And I'm just like, it just... Palm trees were bending in places like they shouldn't have been. Like, the really thick ones and regular trees. And there was this one, I was wondering if it was gonna fall. And, like, these people have their kids playing outside. And then, you know, they got, like, some rowdy shit going on after the power went out. So, you know, they were yelling and cheering and probably drunk. I don't know. It wasn't the kids that were drunk, though. There were actual, like, adults. So I was just like, what, are they drunk? Because the power came back on and they were cheering, and it actually woke Gene up. I wasn't sleeping at all because these people are loud and obnoxious, and, you know, they have their kids playing out in the middle of a storm, and then you can hear the baby crying because they fell down or got hit by something, and I'm like, what the hell? Take the kids inside. Like, you're supposed to go inside and stay away from the windows, not be running around outside. Like, there's an actual, like, way that you're supposed to handle a dust storm or a windstorm in Arizona. You go inside and you stay away from the goddamn windows. 'Cause debris can actually break those windows or hit those windows, and you need warning to get away from them. Yep, 9 o'clock. Alright, go get a yogurt. So, yeah, I mean, like, I don't get it. Like, why? Why would you have your... P.S. He was already awake. It's almost time to get him up, but he's already up, so... It's fine. If he's not up at 9, I get him up. But most of the time he's up, so... But yeah. And then there was like lightning and shit, and I'm like, why are your kids playing right there? Like, well, at least they're near the carport. But still, like, why are your kids out there in the middle of a dust storm? Like, they can get sick, you know? Like, there's valley fever. You can get that. It's in the dust. There's usually not a lot of cases of it, but I'm pretty sure that playing out in the storm is one of the ways that you can get it. Yes, Chris? You may come in. Oh, thank you, Chris. I was gonna wait, but thank you. So yeah, anyway. You got a little bit on your chin, kiddo. You got it. So, yeah, I was wondering, just like, why? What's going through your head if you're letting your kids play out in that? I mean, beyond the fact that valley fever is a thing, and you can get it through the dust that gets kicked up here. So you don't want to be out in the dust storm. And if you are, you want to get out of it. Like, his dad was coming home in it. So, like, he had to walk from the bus stop. And, you know, that last stretch, he was in it. So, we were actually worried about him. And, like, but these people, and, you know, he came straight home, came inside. The power went out, like, right before he got home. He went and, you know, washed the dust off and sat down and had dinner. You know, because we'd already had that, you know, ready, which was good, because there was, you know, no more power.
Yeah. It was alive at 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah, it was about 10:30, 11 o'clock, whenever the power came back on.
Yeah, but poof. How was the dad? How was the baby?
Where'd you get that?
Yeah, something else because I don't know where.
What were you climbing that you got a little bruise on your shin?
What?
Yes. Where'd you get that?
I don't know where I got the outfit.
Where were you climbing?
I don't know.
Mm.
We're a lot.
Benefit of the doubt for now. But remember, I was your age once. I know. And also, I know when you're lying to me. And when you're not.
I remember this from the storm.
You did not get anything from the storm. Stop squeezing your leg like that. You're gonna give yourself a bruise.
Have this thing?
No, you don't. It's not a bruise, that's a vein.
What?
It's what transports blood in your body. That's not a bruise, that's a vein.
I didn't know there's some veins in my legs.
Okay. So anyway, the neighbors are yeah, I don't know what to make of these people. They're just he said it. Go ahead, say it.
Crazy.
The dad is a truck driver, so like he has no idea how crazy they are whenever he's not there. Usually like they're pretty subdued like whenever the truck's pulled up. Like, I noticed that. Like the whole time that the truck was pulled up, they were pretty subdued. But then they went back to being crazy whenever he left. And apparently like he doesn't even realize that this is his family and that they're the ones that did the fireworks up on the roof. He thinks that that was like a neighbor to his family, like right next door. No. The neighbor right next door is in a wheelchair. I think those people still live there.
What idea?
No, there's a nice couple across the street. Remember the lady that likes your costume every year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
lady who gave you the chocolate Snickers?
Oh, yeah. I love Snickers.
And the toy? Little toy on Halloween?
What toy? Who got it? I forgot what it was.
I don't really know what it was called. It was some kind of ball car or something. It was a little kid toy. So, yeah, I mean, plus, you know, they're kind of quiet, just kind of walk the dog and don't really mess with anybody. I mean, I liked him.
I like her too.
I haven't seen him in a little bit, though, so I'm kind of worried. I mean, I know the ambulance went there a few times. So, I mean, they're the crazy neighbors over there. Like, unless, like, the truck driver guy is, like, to a different family over there. But
Gone.
there aren't, like, two families over there with a bunch of kids, so... Not as far as I know. Like, I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Why do you let your kids play out there? Like, even the toddler.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
You could die.
Remember I showed you how we could see at the end of the street before I got bad on our street?
Yeah, that kid was hitting me. Oh no, it's thunder.
And you remember the clouds of dust?
Oh yeah, dust clouds.
Well, the winds can get as strong as a tornado. That's why I told you to stay away from your window in your room.
I'm sleeping on my pillow.
Yeah, I told you. Move away from your window. And so I told you, don't go near your window. Because if a branch comes and hits it and it breaks, you don't want to be right there.
I'll die. To stab my heart.
Okay, you are so morbid. I love you. Please don't give me those mental images. But yes, that can happen. Can we not talk about that? Like, he is more into talking about this than I am. The things that could happen. But, like, you don't... Why? I think, like, this lady across the street just broke my brain. Like, why are your kids playing out in this? Do you have, like, no concept of how bad this is? Of, like, what can happen? Like, are you not from here? Like, usually people who aren't from here know. Because, like, we're not originally from here either. Well, I'm not. So, and Jean was born, like, in another state too. But, like, we were kids whenever we were brought here, so... We grew up here, and we grew up knowing that, you know, you went inside and you stayed away from the windows. The storm afterwards could be pretty, but, you know, you watched that from inside. Finish your hair. Don't be playing with it. So, you know... You don't be like, why? I mean, those winds can rip up trees, tear up roofs, and you got your kids playing in it. Like, why? I think, like, this lady just broke my brain. Like, just this lady broke my brain. I can't.